Molina.
Roll call.
Mr. DeCarlo?
Here.
Mr. Condit?
Here.
Mr. Molina.
Here.
Mr. Silverston?
Here.
Mr. Walter?
Here.
Mr. Hoffman is excused.
Minutes approval, minutes from February 25th. Is that right? Wow. February 25th, 2014.
Move to approve.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina.
Yes.
Mr. Silverston?
Yes.
Mr. Walter?
Yes.
Mr. DeCarlo?
Yes.
Acceptance of financial reports.
Move to accept financial reports?
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Molina.
Yes.
Mr. Silverston?
Yes.
Mr. Walter?
Yes.
Mr. DeCarlo?
Yes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Any amendments to the agenda? Once, twice, no? Comments from the public, 30 minutes maximum time, 5 minutes per person. Raise your hand, state your name and address. Any comments from the public? Kurt?
Kirk Metzger, 10810 Crossings Drive. I just would like a layman's explanation of the wording in the resolution about the recreation center, where it says you'll issue the sale of over $6 million worth of notes in anticipation of the issuance of income tax revenue bonds. What does that mean? And I'm particularly concerned about the income tax revenue bonds.
It's pretty much the same thing we did when we did the street dedications, and just like your street wants to get dedicated, the same thing
Right.
we'd have to do there is go out to bonds.
We did it with the water lines too,
And the water.
much longer ago than that.
Yeah, but
But
what,
it's just that you're saying that, yes, we're gonna pay that
But-
amount of money.
Are you asking, are we using, you hear income tax, are we using that? Is that what you're getting at, Kurt?
why the term income tax revenue bonds?
Sure.
Are you gonna charge more income tax to pay off the bonds? Is that what that means?
No, the structure is a note with a bond to take out the note, so it's sort of a preliminary financing strategy. The income tax is the pledge or the collateral support. I think the revenue from the center is intended to pay back the bonds, but if at any point that revenue from the center is not enough to cover debt service, the income tax acts as a collateral support to boost that. It's not raising income taxes. It's just looking to those income taxes if the revenues don't suffice.
Looking to the income tax. To me, that says you're looking to increase the income tax
There's
to pay off the bonds.
There's no, stop, one second. It's no different than what we do here at regular, every day to run the business of the village. Take the income tax, anything we do, we built this place right here, it's the same way. You're saying I'm gonna use money to pay it off. Nowhere in there does it say, are we gonna go increase anybody's income tax to pay for it?
Well, and you need, if you're gonna take,
We'd have to go to vote to raise income
well,
tax.
if you're gonna take $6.2 million out, you gotta have something to back it up. So it's, I think the easiest way to look at it is collateral.
It's like looking at your income when you went to buy your house. Do you have enough money to afford that house?
What's it,
So we believe that the membership will pay for the recreation center. However, if the membership doesn't pay for the recreation center, make the payments, then we have to take it out of the general fund to make the payments.
Or the JED, which it also says in there as well. Just,
And, but we're not talking about increasing taxes, no. Not at all.
it just means, say $1,000. I mean, obviously I'm exaggerating. $1,000 a month to pay out the rec center. Memberships pay for 90. It just means, okay, we're gonna take $10 from the general fund and we'll make it up. That way they're guaranteed that the bond will be paid off. That's all that means.
So in other words, you're either gonna cut something else out in order to make up the difference, or you're gonna raise income tax.
No.
Well,
Doesn't mean
how are you gonna pay the money if you don't have it?
Because we have a surplus. You pay it out of your surplus. So he talks about like the jet and stuff, that's a surplus. You don't pay any more for the police department and fire department and any of that stuff. You pay 0.5% for your fire department, but we take and supplement the fire department to keep it at 24/7. We didn't go
I
back out.
understand that.
Huh?
I understand that.
Okay, so it's the same theory. That once we pay it, if there's any shortfall, we just pay it. We pay the extra. We don't come to the people and say, we need more money from you. And we don't go we didn't cut anything because we supplemented the fire department at 24/7. We didn't go and cut any services. We didn't go, actually, we continued to grow at the same time that we did it,
Okay,
you know?
okay.
It's like, I guess if you see how much, you know, when we got access, like, it goes back to, I hate to harp back, but, you know, we used to have negative income here in this village, and now we got
An
2.5.
average of 350,000 in surplus in the general fund,
But in the bank right now, what do you have?
2.5.
2.5 million,
Okay.
you know? And I think Al can remember the days when it was, if we carried over $50, we were happy. And it really wasn't carrying over $50. It was negative like 100 and some thousand at that time. So,
Al Williams, 10589 Florida Street. I'm curious if it is possible to get our report in the bulletin and the Advocate like they do for Aurora, where it shows
there's
our...
that guy right behind.
I know, but I don't know why that is not happening. I was told that one of the editors is keeping Reminderville out. I don't know whether that's true or not, but where the resolutions and the ordinances, as you vote on them, it shows when they're passed or when they're failed. And then people who don't come to the meeting at least would see what the ordinances were and how they were voted on. 7 to 5 to 3 or whatever, that sort of thing. And I don't know what you have to do to get it there, but I've talked about this before when I was on council and it never happened. And I can't understand why Aurora, Twinsburg, they get theirs in there, but we can't get ours in there.
If you'd like me to, I mean, I'm just a
Honor,
reporter.
honor.
Yeah, yeah.
State your name and address.
Connor Howard, 1171 West Main Street, Kent, Ohio. I'm the reporter for the Bulletin, I'm not the editor, so I can't tell you all the decisions that go into what comes in the paper and what doesn't, but I can tell you that as far as resolutions and ordinances that are passed at meetings, we don't even do that for the city though, so it's not like Reminderville's being left out. We do cover city council meetings, and if something is passed that we feel is a newsworthy event, we do have a story or a brief on it, but
There's a matrix, like in Aurora, we'll have a matrix of
really.
what proposal it was.
The little box.
Okay, so the Advocate does that.
Yeah,
Okay, see, as far as I know, the Bulletin doesn't do that for either the city or the.
I don't think it does that in Twinsburg.
Yeah, but the Bulletin doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Aurora might, we'd have to talk to Ken Lammers at the Advocate about that, but.
In other words, go with one of his coffee classes.
Yeah, you could totally do that. And my editor, Andrew Shunk, he does coffee with the editor every third Thursday of the month at Cracker Barrel right here in Twinsburg, 8:30 to 10, so I'm trying to talk to those guys.
This is what I'm talking about. See, they
Okay.
do it for Aurora schools, they do it for Aurora Council.
Yeah, see, I've never seen that in the Bulletin. You'd have to ask.
I think it's in the bulletin also.
It's been in there sporadically with Twinsburg,
Really?
yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know what we have to do to supply them with the information, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah, that'd be a question for my editor, but I'll definitely let him know.
Okay.
That's a concern for you.
Because I know this doesn't tell you very much, but at least keeps people informed as to
Sure.
what's happening.
Right.
And we have, Stacy has been communicating with Connor regarding the agenda and updating after the meeting, so they have the crux of the information to be
Yeah,
able
so
to.
even if I can't come out and attend, like tonight, I'm able to be here tonight, but I'm not always here. I'll usually talk to Deborah Stacy about what happened, and that way at least we know.
See, that at the bottom of this, they indicate when the next meeting will be, what time it'll start. It's like an announcement that appears in the paper, then people can't say that they haven't been informed.
Yeah, to my knowledge, it's not something that the Bulletin has been doing lately. I've only been with the paper for a year, so I don't know.
Okay.
a lot about whether or not it's been done before, but.
Well, we don't get the bulletin, we get the advocate, but the bulletin did carry it at one time, I know. I'm not gonna say they do now, but they did at one time.
And I do know the space right now in the paper, like page space, is pretty tight. It's at an absolute premium right now, so sometimes some things just can't fit. But, yeah, I would give Ken a call at the advocate and see if that's still being done.
Well, I can go get a free cup of coffee on the third.
There you go, there you go.
Alright, anybody else? Okay. Table legislation remains tabled. An ordinance providing for the issuance and sale of $6,285,000 of notes in anticipation of the issuance of income tax revenue bonds for the purpose of construction, finishing, and equipping a village rec center, acquiring, clearing, equipping, and improving a site, and declaring emergency.
Move to suspend the rules to pass by emergency.
Second.
Roll call, I'm sorry.
Sorry. Mr. Silverston?
Yes.
Mr. Walter?
Yes.
Mr. DeCarlo?
Yes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina.
Yes. Move to pass by emergency.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Walter?
Yes.
Mr. DeCarlo?
Yes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina.
Yes.
Mr. Silverston?
Yes.
Resolution 23-2014, resolution to accept the recommendation of Planning and Zoning Commission to approve the preliminary site plan submitted by Clover Construction Management for senior housing complex.
Move to table.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Silverston?
Yes.
Mr. Walter?
Yes.
Mr. DeCarlo?
Yes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina.
Yes.
Resolution 27-2014, resolution authorizing mayor into an agreement to purchase 2014 Ford Utility Police Interceptor from statewide Ford for sum not to exceed $38,200, third reading. Resolution 28-2014, resolution authorizing $1,000 donation to the Taste of Twinsburg event and declaring emergency.
Sam, on, resolution 27, that's its second reading.
Didn't I say second? Third. Oh, sorry.
That's all right. Move to suspend the rules to pass by emergency.
Which one?
I'm sorry, this is
28.
28.
28.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Walter?
Yes.
Mr. DeCarlo?
Yes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina.
Yes.
Mr. Silverston?
Yes.
Move to pass by emergency.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. DeCarlo?
Yes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina.
Yes.
Mr. Silverston?
Yes.
Mr. Walter?
Yes.
Resolution 29-2014, resolution to hire Alexander McKinley as part-time police officer of the village of Reminderville.
Move to postpone till the next meeting.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina.
Yes.
Mr. Silverston?
Yes.
Mr. Walter?
Yes.
Mr. DeCarlo?
Yes.
Old business.
Yes, I have one item, Sam.
Right.
Is it possible we could get one of our firefighters to change the clock?
We can.
Go over and tell them whoever wants to be the next assistant chief to go over here. The test will be over with.
That's how we make decisions.
Yeah. Any other old business?
What are we doing as far as, I know Mario sent us a letter.
Yeah, did you guys, everybody look at it? That's the other thing we need to work on, how you want to build it.
That's what I wanted to bring up, Dan. Are we officially gonna abandon all the first bids that we've received for the design build? Or do we wanna hear what Tamarios has to say before we decide to abandon it, or?
We should probably hear what he has to say.
We also have the crack answer.
Correct.
Right, but that's a different, that's not design build, that's, right. I think we should hear Tamarios out and, can't hurt to see what they come back with.
Yeah.
You want to set up a time that you can hear both of them?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that. Any other old business? New business. New business,
Move to adjourn.
Second.
roll call.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina,
Yes.
Mr. Silverston?
Yes.
Mr. Walter?
Yes.
Mr. DeCarlo?
Yes. Holy feet, Paul.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely do that. Yes. Oh, really?
They paid pretty money.
They changed all the time.
Going into overtime.
You weren't here Sunday, so you don't get paid for
That's
time. I know when you were here on Sunday, I passed by.
I'm gonna start hiking my thoughts.
But they have the
Thanks,
wrong
Mike.
picture.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Mike.
guys.
They're checking up.
Thank you.
Thank you, fellas.
Completely.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good drive safely.
Thank you.
Yeah, he wanted to come in and spray that.
Yeah, I get coding, so that's why
That's what he does.
Hey, I thought I saw you guys walk in and find lead cases out.
Yeah, I can see her.
I told him, I said, you guys look like wampy again.
That's what I told them, I said, "These guys are hitting them."
It's better.
There was
So, am I gonna get it?
off the wall, sorry, off the wall.
I could get
He went to Harvard.
Yeah.
I do.
No.
He played nose tackle for the St. Nations football.
No, I played
It's not very
I do.
Something wrong?
I'm not.
Oh, yeah, I do.
I think I have.
Right.
He was like,
Twelve years of council was coming to shred.
Right.
they do all the schools, they do all
It's
the,
amazing how wide they all made.
they do it all.
I did the first year and it wasn't working, because it's all insulated, it stays fairly warm.
He does all the farms, he's,
Yeah.
they got work side by
It
side.
didn't pay to keep it running.
Sharp, like,
I keep mine, you can't be sure.
So when he's got, with the whole team,
Okay.
I just turned up.
So therefore, I made.
Oh, do you?
So I
Okay.
did the whole team on the same page.
Do something to.
you know, Sharp's good.
No, but he's got the right, but see, I never.
Does it?
No,
Maybe there's
I shall-
isolation.